Hey guys, H-Train Liam here. Hope you're having a lovely day. Welcome to what is basically going to be an update video. We haven't done an update video in a long time, I don't think. Unless you count the one at the start of the Keldeo form fight, which was more form fight centric, so I don't really count that. We've not done a proper update video in a while, I don't think. And if we have, whoops, well, we need to do an update anyway. And there was supposed to be a Syria Battle today, and I know that, and I'm sorry that there isn't one, but we need to do some updating, and there's a very valid reason why the Syria Battle didn't happen today. So first off, before anyone asks, I am fine. My mental health is fine. Don't worry, I'm okay. A lot of you reach out to me asking how my mental health is. Yeah, I have depression, but I manage it. You know, I'm just getting on with things. You know, I'm absolutely fine. You don't need to worry about me. This is, by the way, not going to be very visually appealing. It's just going to be an update video, like I say. So feel free to tab out, do something else while you listen to it. If you're using YouTube Premium, you can just close your lock screen, lock your phone, whatever, and just hear the audio, because there's not going to be a lot going on here. Apologies if the fan makes a noise, but it's warm. We've established that. It's warm in the UK at the minute by UK standards. I'm in an office with all closed walls, and all the walls are insulated to maintain as much heat in this building as possible, because that's how British homes are built. So it's warm, all right? The fan's on. It's the best I can do to keep myself from sweating like an absolute pig. But basically, what happened more recently, the most important thing we need to talk about, is that my girlfriend Sophie had an absolutely massive panic attack this past Tuesday. When this video goes live, it will be the previous Tuesday, so the 26th of May, when there was supposed to be a WTF Moments video go up. I had to postpone it because Sophie started to have a really bad panic attack, and ultimately it got to the point where it was so bad I didn't know what to do. I was absolutely terrified, because I know how to be supportive, and I know how to be there for my partner, and I know ways that would normally calm Sophie down. And you know, once you've done all those things and then you go, she's no better, if anything, she's getting worse, I had no idea what to do. So I encouraged her to ring the 111 service. Those who don't know what the 111 service is, it's the UK. Right, the UK has 999, which is our emergency service number for like police, fire, ambulance, the equivalent to the American 911. And ultimately, the 111 service is for medical advice, but in the event of like not an emergency. I would have considered what we were going through an emergency, because it was very worrying, and like obviously some of the things that Sophie was saying were scaring me to the point where I was like, I don't know. You know, I don't know how much longer she's going to be, you know, with us. I'm trying to be really gentle, by the way, like, because it was terrifying. And I feel like Sophie might end up watching this back, and I don't want her, like, if you are watching this, Sophie, I don't want you to feel guilty at all for anything that I went through on that day, because what I went through that day pales in comparison to what you were going through on that day. So don't you worry. I love you. But some of the things Sophie was saying, because she was in the midst of this panic attack and this situation, was making me worried for her, and worried for her well-being, and worried for her health, and worried for her future, basically, because, you know, I was worrying that there wasn't going to be a future for her. I'm trying to be as gentle as possible with the way I word this, because I don't want to upset anyone, but that's how scary it was. And that's why I encouraged her to ring the 111 number, even though I considered it an emergency. I was like, talk to them, because the first thing you do if you ring 999 and you say what she's going through, they'll be like, this isn't an emergency, can you call 111? So I was like, cut out the middleman, let's not waste time, call 111. 111 service told her, you're having a panic attack, you're going through a very severe panic attack, you need to go to A&E. A&E is accident and emergency, which the Americans would call the emergency room. Now, I know I always translate for my American audience, but that's because I have 50% of my audience is based in America. Hi, by the way, you know, how you doing? Freedom, all that. So I always go, do you know what? I'm going to make sure that my American audience understands what I'm talking about as clearly as possible as well, because you guys are great, and thank you for making up 50% of my audience. I know I'm a bit wriggly because this situation just makes me all uneasy, because it's terrifying. I had the easiest part of that situation because I was the observer, I was the bystander, but still I was absolutely terrified. We took Sophie to A&E. They saw her really quickly, though, to be fair. Like within a good hour or so, she was being seen by a nurse, but I then got told I needed to wait outside because even though I was there with her for moral support, and Sophie was very adamant that she did not want to be away from me. They were like, no, COVID-19 regulations say that you've got to be outside, you've got to be away, because we're trying to limit the amount of people that are in this place as possible. And I understood that, so I went out and, you know, went to the little Costa that's in the hospital and stuff, got some food, got Sophie a bottle of water that I didn't end up giving her for like 4 hours while we were waiting around. It ended up being sparkling water, which neither of us like, and I didn't realize because I'm an idiot. But yeah, Sophie eventually got taken in to be seen by a doctor, and the doctor saw to her, talked to her for a bit, tried to help calm her down, gave her a diazepam to help calm her down, which she says did help calm her down. And then the doctor proceeded to leave the room for an hour. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even joking. I was texting Sophie in between to make sure she'd been seen, to make sure she was going through. So if she wasn't in the room with the doctor, she would text me and say, I'm just waiting for the doctor to take me through. Then she was like, I'm just going in now. And then after about half an hour or so, I text Sophie and I was like, hey, what's happening? Are you in with the doctor? And she was like, yeah, I'm in with the doctor. The doctor's been seeing me, but the doctor left the room and they've been gone for about 30 minutes. And obviously I was like, well, that's weird. So basically the doctor had said to her like, oh, just give me a moment. I'm just going to go and consult with someone. And then just went away for 30 minutes. And I thought that was weird, but surely the doctor won't be any longer than that. Maybe ask a member of staff. So Sophie nipped out of the room and was like, hey, member of staff, my doctor's been gone for half an hour. Where's the doctor? And the staff member was like, oh yeah, they'll be back. They'll be back. Don't worry. They'll come back in a bit. So she then sat back in the room, waited. And I obviously was waiting outside. I was getting hella sunburnt. I mean, I don't look sunburnt, and I don't think I was out there that long. Maybe I'm exaggerating. My neck's a bit warm, because that's probably from looking at my phone like that all the time. But I was out in the sun, just waiting around the hospital, being like, I didn't expect to be at a hospital during the COVID-19 pandemic, but here I am. And eventually, after another like 20 minutes, half an hour, so we're talking 40, 50 minutes at this point, I text her saying, is your doctor back yet? Because it's been like 50 minutes. And Sophie's just like, no, doctor's not come back yet. I'm really confused. I don't really know what to do. Like, what do you do in this situation? I was like, well, maybe tell a member of staff. And she's like, well, the member of staff said to wait. Like, I don't want to bother them again. And I'm just sitting there thinking, what's happening? And ultimately, it took an hour for the doctor to come back. And the doctor came back because the staff member outside overheard Sophie beginning to have a panic attack again. So the words that Sophie overheard from outside the room was, I can't listen to this girl cry anymore. I'm going to go in and see if she's all right. By the lovely member of staff that went in and then tried to console Sophie because she started another panic attack, because the doctor had left an anxiety patient who was having a panic attack when she came in alone in a hospital, which she's afraid of anyway. She's got quite a strong phobia of hospitals. For 60 minutes, over an hour, just left her on her own in a room in a place that she doesn't know and that she's afraid of. Like, what a fucking idiot doctor. Really made me angry. But that's why there was no video. Ultimately, this story, I mean, Sophie since then has been home, has spoken to an NHS helpline. She's getting her medication adjusted. Also, she's been given lots of techniques to help her remain calm and to try and avoid panic attacks. She's using the Headspace app, which has been very, you know, as much as I kind of mocked the Headspace app for a long time, just because I don't find the man's voice who does the adverts for it quite calming. I find him quite patronizing. But in their defense, Sophie is finding a lot of benefit from using the Headspace app. So, you know, by all means, well done to them for helping her out. I mean, they're a lot more help than I can be, because I can be sympathetic. And I feel like a lot of people out there will understand this. I can be sympathetic to a point, but then there gets to a point where I'm like, I don't know what further things I can do, you know? Like, and it sounds horrible, because I feel like a really shit boyfriend when I can't help my partner feel calm. But then again, it's not about me. It's about her. And I should never take it as a slight on myself that I can't help her through that. It's just one of those where I just have to continue to be as supportive as I can be. And I know that it reaches a point where I'm like, I can't do any more for you, but I need to appreciate that just doing as much as I can do is enough, you know, is enough. And then the rest has to be in the hands of the medical professionals and the helpful meditation tools and things. So Sophie's doing a lot better now. It's just slow going, and she just needs to heal and take one step at a time. But that's why we didn't make a video on the 26th. I didn't make a video on the 26th because I physically couldn't, because I was at hospital with her for so long. And then the Syria Battle today, we normally record Syria Battles on a Saturday, normally a week or two in advance. At the moment, we're at a point where we needed to do one a week from now. And then ultimately what happened is I said, look, take your time. We'll see by Saturday how you're feeling, and we'll judge then whether or not to record a Syria Battle. And ultimately, Sophie's just not in a state to be filming a Syria Battle right now. It just wouldn't be feasible. Like, I don't want to force her to, because I'm not, like, people probably have this perception that as soon as it's Syria Battle recording day, I'm just like, right, come here, Syria Battle now, force her into place, choose her outfit, that bollocks. And it's like, no. I'm like, hey, do you fancy recording a Syria Battle today? And it's like, yeah, let's do it. It's really fun. But at the moment, that's not how Sophie's feeling. So I'm not going to force her to try and put on a smiley face on camera when she's not feeling up to that at the moment. So that's why there's no Syria Battle today. We're going to try again to record a Syria Battle later in the week. And ultimately, I'll figure something out. If it gets to a point where Sophie's not feeling up to recording Syria Battles for a bit, I might get in touch with a couple of friends and see if I can work out a way to still make it interesting, but do it maybe with another creator over Discord or something. So yay, collaborations possibly. I know people will be like that, but I just need to figure it out. And then ultimately we'll figure something out. Like work has to carry on. Like for me, work has to carry on because like I'm like the sole bill payer in this house at the moment. So I need to make sure we got food coming in and the lights are staying on. Saying that, I was a little, like, transitioning from that into, I was a little bit worried, as I said in the little update before the last episode of Form Fight, or at least for the time being, last episode of Form Fight, that I was worried because I was going to lose like 50,000 views a month with Form Fight not being a part of the weekly rotation. But you guys have gone above and beyond, and we're actually 200,000 views up this month compared to the previous month. So far in May, we're at about 800,000 views for the month, which again, some people will look at that and go, well, that's not very impressive for a 134,000 sub channel, but it actually is. It's actually quite good. For a 134,000 sub channel, 800,000 views in a month, quite happy with that. Very happy with that. I'd rather it went up, but I'm happy that it's up on, you know what I mean? It's up a third. It's up 33% from the previous month, which is really, really cool. So thank you guys for continuing to watch the videos. I'm really happy that you guys are loving WTF moments because I'm really loving making them. They take a little bit longer than I'd appreciate to make, but I'm having loads of fun with them. I get to be quite creative with them sometimes, and I just get to be me and have a bit of a laugh. So I'm glad you guys are loving that series, and they're consistently getting close to like 1,000 views, not 1,000 views, 1,000 likes on the videos, which, you know, that's better than my other series. So really enjoying WTF. Glad you guys are enjoying it. I'm glad that even though YouTube ad revenue is still down at the moment compared to what it was earlier in the year, because, you know, lockdown has basically not put us in an adpocalypse, but lockdown has definitely affected the ad rates on YouTube. Like, everything's gone down quite a bit. But thankfully, I have other avenues like Patreon. So thank you to my Patreon supporters. Thank you to my Twitch subscribers and all the people that gift subs over on Twitch. Like, Twitch has been absolutely fantastic. So helpful. Like, I wouldn't be here doing this if I didn't have the support of my Twitch community. I know some of you people are really like ignorant to Twitch and you're like, oh, I'm going to stay on YouTube. I don't want to try Twitch because I don't like it, because I don't understand it. But Twitch, for a free website that is as difficult to get onto as YouTube is, in the sense that it's piss easy to sign up for Twitch. You literally pick a username and a password, verify your email address, boom. You've got a Twitch account. It's free of charge to use. It's free to watch all those streams. It's free to watch all the streams, even if you've not got a Twitch account. It's just you can be more interactive if you've got a Twitch account. Twitch is great. I love Twitch at the moment. If you're not aware, I'm streaming 7 days a week at the moment, every day at 7 p.m. UK time, which I think is 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. Is that how it works? One of those two ways. Streaming every single day. We've been doing Animal Crossing. We've been doing Pokemon. Obviously, we'd still do shiny hunting. We just finished Metal Gear Solid 4. We've been doing, we started Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, which I've never played Xenoblade before, but after playing it last night, which will be a week ago last night when you watch this, unless you're watching on Patreon, much appreciated. Really enjoying it. So just come hang out. Like, it's somewhere you guys can gather every single day at 7 p.m. UK time and just have a good time. Just hang out with us on Twitch. Really fun. It's another place that helps support this channel. But like, because this channel is the bread and butter, but the Twitch channel helps support this channel because of obviously the revenue that comes from Twitch does help support me. And obviously, kind donations from you lovely people. Patreon helps. G Fuel, what a massive help they've been. Like, if I didn't have my G Fuel sponsorship, I'd probably be struggling. So thank you to G Fuel for being so supportive and so wonderful to me. They're absolutely amazing. And thank you as well to Control Freak, who are our newest partner. G Fuel is my main sponsor, and I will be pushing G Fuel to the moon and back, as I always do, and as I have since November last year. Control Freak will be in the description of all of my videos once I've made sure that that's in my description templates and stuff, and I'll put them in the little graphic at the end when I get round to having some free time to do that. So Control Freak, if you want gaming accessories such as lovely grips for your controllers, you can't really see them on here, but controller grips, and these beautiful thumbstick extensions and things like that. These are high-rise ones for like FPS games and stuff. So if ever want to play Warzone with the lads, I've got a bit of extra accuracy and stuff like that. Go check out Control Freak. 10% off with code ACE. Code ACE all the way, baby. But yes, Control Freak are there down in the description as well for all that stuff. This isn't supposed to be a sponsored video, so I'm trying not to talk too much, but I'm just thankful that we have sponsors and partners with this channel that, again, help with revenue, help to allow me to keep doing what I do so that I can keep not supporting you guys support me, so I can keep entertaining you guys with my videos, with my streams and whatnot. But more on the Twitch stuff, I just love for you guys to come and hang out more, because I love having you guys over on Twitch, and the Twitch community we've got is beautiful. We all look out for each other. We all help keep each other pepped up and positive during these difficult times, and it's great just to have a nice little community to hang out with. So thanks to everybody that comes to me on Twitch. Thanks to everybody that supports me on Patreon. Thank you to everybody that uses code ACE for money off G Fuel, or if you're using code ACE for money off Control Freak products. Super appreciate that as well, my dudes. Did I have anything else on my list to talk about? No, actually no. I did a few bullet points. I've tried to record this video a few times and not ramble too much. I was trying to keep this under 10 minutes, but I see we're already getting close to the 17-minute mark. Crikey. But I ultimately just wanted to address why there was no Syria Battle this week, why there was no WTF video the week before. I am still aiming to do 7-day-a-week content because I love what I do. Like, I know people are like, Liam, you might get burnt out. I'm not burnt out. I love YouTube and I love what I do. I love making my videos. I love Metromania. I love my Nuzlocke. I love Syria Battles and I love WTF moments absolutely most of all. And things are a bit difficult at the moment. That's all. With, obviously I need to be there for Sophie as much as I can. So if I do miss a video or an upload or something someday, just know, or if I miss a stream or something like that, just know it's because I'm trying to take care of things at home. But at the same time, I can't let the things at home get in the way of my work too much, because I need to make sure I've still got money coming in. So thank you for everyone that supports me. Thank you for everyone that's supportive of the content. Please keep watching the videos. Please keep supporting the videos, and please keep hanging out in the Twitch streams and all that. That's all I want to say, really. I just want to thank you guys for being as supportive as you have. Can I start again? I just want to thank you guys for being as supportive as you have been, and I just want to thank you guys for just sticking by me through thick and thin. And this year may not be our year, because it's 2020 and it's all a mess, but let's make it the best that we can do. We've done so well so far. We're almost halfway through the year. Well, at the end of this month we'll be halfway through the year, which is crazy to think about, because I still don't feel like I'm ahead of my schedule, but I'm trying my best to get there. Trying my best to keep the channel going, to keep supporting this little family that I have here in this house with me and Sophie and the dog, and just trying to keep my spirits up, keep going hammer. That's the plan. And this is just a long-winded way of saying thank you guys for everything that you do for me and for Sophie, and just give Sophie all the love and support because she needs it the most right now. I'm going to keep trying my best to keep doing my best for you guys. And this update video has basically clearly reached its rambly end. I just wanted to keep you guys clued up on what was going on with Sophie and why the schedule had been a bit haphazard lately. But I will be getting better at it, and I'll be just trying my best. So hopefully you guys have gotten a bit of information that maybe you didn't know out of this. Isle of Armor's coming soon as well, so get excited for that. With the Isle of Armor, I'll probably just stream it on my Twitch channel, to be honest, on the Pokemon days. I don't think it's going to constitute a full Let's Play. I know other channels will be doing that, and they'll be raking in the views for it, but I'd much rather focus on the content that you guys enjoy the most, rather than just trying to be the first at anything, because everyone's going to be streaming it, everyone's going to be playing it. So let's just keep it casual with this release. When the new games come out, I'll do a big old let's play of it, like when the Gen 9 or whatever remakes and stuff come out in the future. But when it comes to the DLC, I'm just going to play it casually on my Twitch channel. That's what we'll do. And I'm just going to focus on my main content, like everything that you normally get in the scheduled Ace Trainer Liam week, because that's the thing that I prioritize the most, because that's my favorite stuff to do. That's what I'll do. But this has gone on far too long. This is getting on for 20 minutes. So thank you for everything. Thank you for your always support and your continued support. Hello in advance to anyone that comes over and hangs out on Twitch with us, 7 p.m. UK time every single day. And I'll see you in the next video. Obviously, I hate when people say I'll see you in the next video, because of course I will, because it's a video. It's going to be uploaded, whatever. Until then, I'm Ace Trainer Liam. Thanks, everyone. Keep on training.